Alright, what's up guys, Average Gamer signing on back with another video. So we got the PS5 technical presentation about to start. This is going to be my reaction to it. Based on everything I've been hearing, it is the PS5 Pro. We're going to get our first look and first information regarding the console. Hopefully we'll get a price and release date. Now from what I gather, this seems to be more so just Sony flexing the power of the PS5 Pro, which, I mean, I don't mind. As long as it has like 60 FPS. I'm cool, really. So we're going to check out this presentation. As always, be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. It helps me out a lot and lets me know what kind of content to make. Let's go ahead and get into this presentation. All right. Oh, it's starting. All right. Let's see what we're cooking. Apparently, this presentation is only
I'm
9
Mark
minutes.
Sony. I'm excited to be here to talk about the newest addition to our console lineup, PlayStation 5 Pro, and how it advances gaming technology. But first, I want to take just a minute to look at what we put in the original PlayStation 5.
Yeah, alright, so leaks are true. It is the PS5 Pro.
When PS5 debuted in 2020, it brought a lot to the table.
Yeah.
Zen 2 CPU cores form the brains of PlayStation 5 and enable high-speed complex gameplay, with character counts reaching into the hundreds.
What game was that?
Frame rates that can be as high as 120 frames a second. PS5 has a powerful RDNA 2 GPU, which can render anything from intricate details to fantastic worlds with vast panoramas to explore.
I need a sequel to Ghost. I need a sequel.
Including reflections off of water or glass.
Yeah, I typically didn't really use ray tracing that much. I think the only game I used it in was Rift Apart.
Custom SSD can load data at
there it goes.
Speed, resulting in ultra-fast transitions.
I actually do think this game was one of the better showcases of the power the PS5 has.
And data streaming rates so high that traversal speeds are essentially unlimited.
You okay? I'm working on it.
Tempest 3D audio tech brings an unparalleled sense of immersion to the sound of the games. With audio so real, you may not even need to see the enemies.
I still have to play this. This is on the backlog. I heard solid things about Returnal.
Finally, the DualSense controller has haptics that let you feel through your hands what your character is experiencing inside of the game. It's wonderful to see such variety and richness of game experiences. Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics performance. The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60 frames per second, and that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with: graphics modes. It can be a difficult choice for players. Fidelity modes emphasize the visuals, typically through higher resolution.
Is the PS5 Pro just going to combine the two?
These modes might also have enhanced detail or use more ray tracing. But the games only run at 30 frames per second. The visuals can be choppier, and the controls less responsive. Performance modes emphasize frame rate and interactivity, typically choosing to run at 60 frames per second, mainly by reducing the graphical detail until those frame rates can be achieved.
Yep.
When asked to decide on a mode, players are choosing performance about 3/4 of the time. Removing
makes sense.
Or at least narrowing that divide is one of the key targets for PlayStation 5 Pro. We want to give players the graphics that the game creators aspire to, at the high frame rates that players typically prefer.
Oh shoot.
To do that, PS5 Pro substantially improves
Always forget to
over
turn my
PlayStation
phone off.
5 in 3 ways. Here's what we call the Big 3.
AI-driven upscaling,
First,
larger
we made
GPU,
the GPU much larger and increased
and
the
then
speed
enhanced
the
ray
memory it
tracing.
uses. The result is rendering that's up to 45% faster. Second, we made major upgrades to the ray tracing, taking a streamlined and accelerated approach that allows calculation of the rays at double or even triple the speeds of PlayStation 5.
Yeah, that's probably not that important to me. Again, I don't use ray tracing a ton.
And an AI library called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR.
Well, when it's an option, at least.
PSSR analyzes the game images pixel by pixel and can add an extraordinary amount of detail, which boosts the effective resolution of the games. Game creators are adding PS5 Pro support to
somewhat interesting, I guess.
titles, and with the Big 3,
I don't know about the AI-driven part, but
amazing, with graphics showing something like fidelity levels of detail, but at double the frame rate. Here's The Last of Us Part 2 running on PS5 Pro. It has huge amounts of detail.
Yeah, it looks good. This was already one of the best looking games. Honestly, I still think it is one of the
Compare this
best
to
looking
Fidelity
games.
mode on PS5, which is only running at 30 frames per second and is therefore much choppier.
Yeah, it's an
The goal
improvement.
of delivering almost fidelity-like graphics at performance frame rates has been achieved for a broad set of titles, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. We can see that PS5 Pro is close to double.
That's alright. Yeah, that's probably the biggest change. Spider-Man 2
Another
looked
way to
noticeably
compare
different
the
as
two
well.
consoles is to look at PS5 Pro versus Performance mode on PS5, both of which target 60 frames per second. What we see here is a difference in detail. PS5 Pro is much sharper and crisper than PS5.
Yeah.
For this, my favorite is the parade scene from Ratchet and Clank. Distant details are much clearer. And here we can see Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is noticeably higher resolution throughout the scene, including the trees and procedural cars.
Impressive. I ain't gonna lie.
Overall, some remarkable improvement to the game.
If it's combining
On
both, that
PS5
would be
Pro,
good.
You can see increased sharpness to the graphics, or smoother.
I'm pretty sure
and
for
more
me,
responsive.
most of the time I played on performance,
This
I
is the
think.
big three showing
I remember for the biggest
As
games
you
I've
can
played
see,
on the 5 so
machine
far.
learning via the PSSR
I think for
library is being
Final
used
Fantasy
quite
VII Rebirth
broadly
I
to
played
add
in
pixel detail
performance,
and
I
boost
think.
frame rate. But there are as many approaches as there are game engines. The increase in raw GPU power is being especially effective for Horizon Forbidden West. Apart from the detail boost,
Another
extra
game I have to
graphics
play.
Power is allowing for improvements.
I
to
have it,
lighting
I
and
just
visual
haven't
effects,
started it yet. That's the crazy part. I just haven't started it.
as well as to the hair and the skin in cinematics.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
Ray tracing is finding broad usage as well, particularly when the games are focused on higher frame rates. The faster hardware in PS5 Pro can make a real difference. Allowing Gran Turismo 7 to add ray-traced reflections between the cars in gameplay, while continuing to support their targeted 60
Oh,
frames
that
per
actually looks
second.
kind of cool.
That boost in
I haven't
ray
played Gran
tracing is
Turismo
also
since the
delivering big wins for
PS2
Hogwarts
era, but
Legacy, allowing not only for better reflections and a greater variety of reflective surfaces, but also for further realism in the casting of shadows. I hope you've enjoyed this run-through of the technology behind PlayStation 5 Pro. Simply put, it's the most powerful console we've ever built, and a worthy addition to the PS5 family.
okay.
Let me wrap this up. by
Release
giving
date
you
and
a
price,
quick look
please.
at a number of games running on the new console.
Okay, why are you screaming music at me right now? My god. Why are you yelling? Probably copyrighted, but... Oh yay, it's just as big, and it has those... What is that? What are those little black lines in the middle of it? Looks even freaking bigger. At least in vertical mode. This game was so good, by the way. I know people are going crazy with Astrobot, but Rebirth is still my game of the year. I gotta be honest. But who knows, I have not played Astrobot yet, so it may change my mind. But Rebirth was insane. Well, it definitely looks sharper, there's no, like, doubt about that. But it's mainly for, like, far-off images when it comes to detailing. When images are close up, I don't... It's a difference, don't get me wrong, but it's not like a huge one. But of course for me, I'm more so just concerned with 60 FPS, which is why I play in performance mode almost all the time. But I guess more fidelity is always cool. Honestly, if this comes out the same time around like GTA 6 is coming out, it actually probably would look pretty good on that. November 7th, 2024. 700? Expected, honestly. That's expected. Actually coming out sooner than I would have thought. Thought it'd be December or early 2025. But, yeah, it's PS5 Pro. Pretty interesting, all things considered. Why am I just on a black screen right now? Anyway. Well, I already have... Well, okay. I don't technically have a PS5. I share it with the fam, of course. But I have my PC. So I gotta decide now, do I want this? Or do I want that base PS5 when the price drops? Which it's going to. So 700. Wait, did they say it was the was it like a disc version? Or a physical version? Hold on. Vertical stand sold oh, is there a oh yeah, that's different. That's different from the base PS5 vertical stand. That's sold separately is crazy, by the way. I don't know if this is the disc drive or not. It may be digital. But that's the PS5 Pro. Not bad. Not bad. Will I pick it up? I don't know. I don't know. I play games in mainly 60 FPS anyway, because that's what I prioritize. Primarily because I play like fighting games, mainly. But the biggest difference, in my opinion, is those far out images. The detailing on them was a big improvement. I can't lie. Like, it is pretty powerful. But for someone like me, would I particularly care? Probably not. For the once in a blue moon when I play a single player game, like your Personas, like your Final Fantasies, like your Horizons, God of War, whatnot, yeah, I'll switch to graphics mode every now and then, but combining both makes sense. And if that's the primary goal, from the looks of it, they seem to have nailed it. So yeah, I'm excited to see what comes out in the next couple months about it. See if we got any more information. The early reviewers, see if it really nails the aspects of the ray tracing and combining graphic mode and performance mode. But that's going to do it for me. Will it be a pickup? I don't know. I don't know. But it's definitely an improvement to base PS5. There's no denying it. Was it an improvement that I particularly need based on the games I play? Probably not. Probably not. But hey, that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed. Average Gamer signing off. Catch you guys next time.